Good morning and happy Monday out there. Not quite as sunshiny out there today as it was last week, but that's okay. Maybe today's practice will help you feel a little more awake and creative and inspired in lieu of the lack of sunshine so that you can go through your day and your week a little more brightened. Yes. Anyways, let's get to it. A couple blocks and a strap might be handy today. Maybe a little something to pad your knees in the event that your mat isn't quite squishy enough. And now let's get started. To the mat. To seated on the mat. All right. Seated comfortably, cross-legged, however is comfortable for you in that manner. Up tall. And let's just start with some inhale, lift the chest, lift the chin a little bit. And exhale, drawing it forward. Inhale, lifting. Exhaling, pulling the belly in, and allowing ourselves to round a little bit. One more of each. Bring it back to neutral. And then we're going to lead with the chest. Do some nice big circles. Right on that spot in the floor. And then we'll go the other way. One more time. Back to center. Let's inhale, bring the shoulders to the ears, scrunch up the face, clench the fists. Exhale, release. We'll do that a couple times. One more. Let's do some side bending. Inhaling, reach that right arm up. Exhale, back to center. And as we're inhaling and lifting, we're kind of turning the chest up towards the ceiling. Rooting down through the pelvis on the side that's stretching. Don't let it come up with you. Breathe deep into the belly, into your sides. Expand into the back. And you'll really feel the stretch start to take place, start to happen. And really, oh boy, things really start to open up. Apparently so. Let's get one more time on each side here. We're going to bring the right hand behind us at the base of the spine so we're up nice and tall. Inhale, lengthen that left hand up. And on the exhale, bring it down to the outside of the right knee as we gently twist towards our right. And release back to center. Left hand base the spine. Inhale that right one up. And exhale to the twist. And exhaling back to center. And we're going to take it to all fours. Quadruped or tabletop position. Knees under the hips, hip width apart. Hands under the shoulders, shoulder width apart. Let's do a little cat and cow while we're here. Inhaling, let the belly drop down. Imagine you're pulling your chest through the shoulders as you lift the chin. And as we exhale, press it all back up. And our body shouldn't rock side to side as we do this. Our shoulders, elbows, and wrists should stay lined up, as is the hip and knee. Shouldn't have to move. Just the spine. One more. And bring it back to level. So lift the toes under if they weren't already, and then we're just going to lift the knees. Bring the knees back down. Gently press the pelvis back. We don't want it to roll under, just as far as we can manage without that happening. So not completely to Balasana or Child's Pose. Bring it back up. To our tabletop position all lined up. Lift the knees again. Back down. Press that pelvis back again. Bring it back up. Slide the right foot back as we extend the knee, engage the quadriceps, so it's flexed and active. And then from here, just a little lift. Don't collapse into the right side. If you can't lift without that happening, just keep it here. Just keep it extended. Feel the engagement of the abdominals as we maintain the position of our hips, our shoulders, pelvis, torso, as if that right knee never left the floor. Bring it back down. And then slide the left one back, straighten that left knee, engage those quadriceps. And then if it feels appropriate for you, you can do a little lift. And bring it right back down. Lift the knees again and gently begin to press the torso and the thighs together, coming towards down dog. And extend the knees. Inhale, bring them all together. And exhale, pressing back with the breath a few times. One more, and then we'll hold our down dog. Bend the left knee, press through that right heel. And bend the right, press through the left. Bend the left, press the right again. And one more time in the left. And press both. On an exhale, shift plank. And then we'll lower all the way down to the floor, nice and gently. We're going to keep our hands outside, or just underneath the shoulders, elbows drawn back. Belly button is hypothetically not touching the mat, pulled into the spine as we lift and lengthen the chest forward. So we're not just lifting and cranking back, we're lengthening our spinal muscles and lifting into our cobra pose. And release down. Lift those toes. Press up to plank. And on an exhale, right back to our down dog. Inhale the right foot up. And on the exhale, we're going to shift forward, bring it outside the right knee or shoulder if you have that kind of hip mobility. Inhale, back up, moving with the breath. One more time. Hold the 3-leg down dog. We're going to bend that knee, opening the hip. And if it's comfortable, you can kind of bend and straighten, or straighten and bend that knee. Bring it back down to down dog. Shifting to plank. Now exhale all the way back down to the floor. And then to our cobra, little baby cobra. Bring it back down. Pressing back to plank. And then to our down dog. Left foot up on the inhale. And exhale. Shifting forward, knee outside elbow. With the breath. One more time. Hold that down dog, 3-leg down dog. And then we'll bend the knee, open our hip on this side. You can extend that knee, left knee, if it feels good and appropriate. Bring it back to down dog. Look up, walk your feet to your hands. Forward fold. And from here, let's just roll up one vertebrae at a time. Nice and tough. All right. Next up, we're going to get into a little balance work, just a little bit. So separate those feet a little bit. We'll inhale, come down. And as we exhale, come up, raise the arms up, knee up. Inhale back down. And exhale to the other side. With the breath, nice and steady. Lock that pelvis into place as you come to your single leg stance. We have 2 more on each side. One more. Then, like we're continuing, hold. And from here, we'll take it to tree, so foot goes above or below the knee, or if it's easier to have a little bit of a toe on the floor, you can do that too. That's perfectly okay. Up tall, pelvis locked into place, opening the hip. Let's just start with hands at the heart center, thumbs right into the sternum. Up tall, chest open. Emulating those trees that are starting to bud and blossom and bloom so beautifully right now. Yes, it's a great time of year. Release the hands, release the foot. Touch down if you have to. We're going to grab hold underneath. We're up tall. And we're just going to activate the quads and extend the knee. Just working on stretching out the back of the leg a little bit more actively. You get a little more of it each time. All right, bring it down. Release. Separate the feet. We got to go on the other side just like we came to this one. Squatting down. And come up. Find our center here. Pelvis locked into place. Take it to tree. Nice and tall. Opening that hip. Our outer glute working. Hands to the heart center. Release the hands, release the foot, grab hold underneath, up nice and tall. Let's get these quads activated, hamstrings activated, and stretching on this side. Right, release, and bring it back down. Right. Let's take our block, if we have one, or a pillow. A thickly folded up towel or blanket can work too, or if you don't have one, that's perfectly fine as well. Give it a squeeze between the thighs, above the knees, up tall. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead, lengthening the tailbone down. We feel our abdominals engage as we do that. And as we exhale, arms come to the side, and we just hinge forward so nicely to a nice flat back. Belly in. Resist the urge to tip the hips back behind the ankles. Come on, hamstrings. Nice little engagement there. And quadriceps. And our inner thigh muscles. Inhale nicely back up. And back down. And on an inhale, if it's comfortable, we press the palms forward. And exhale. press them back. So you can bring them to shoulder level, overhead, whichever feels comfortable and appropriate for you right now. One more, one more. Inhale up, nice hinge. This time on the exhale, we'll do another nice hinge all the way down to our forward fold. Hinging from the hips as best we can and not rounding from the upper back, which is difficult for me because I don't have the flexibility required to really excel in this pose yet. So this is about as far as I can get with a nice hinge down before I start compensating through here. Is that you? Is that you? Is that how you do this pose? Inhale, reverse, dive back up. And exhale, bring those arms to the sides. All right, we'll take that block out, and now we need both of them if you have to. If you don't have any blocks, if you have a chair for this next exercise or your couch, something that, unless you're extremely flexible and you can do a nice, beautiful flat back and maintain alignment with your hands on the floor, which is probably 0.02% of you. Sorry, guys. You need something to pop those hands up on so that we can maintain our spinal alignment, because that's our most important thing to consider here. We're going to do some leg lifts. So we're going to prepare the left hip. So pull that head of the femur right into that hip socket, lock it in there. And then inhale. Widen my hands a little bit. Bring that right leg up, maintain alignment, keep the hips level. Don't wing out to the side, don't collapse into the left side. And holding. And bring that foot down. Now we'll do the left one. Get that right hip ready. And raise the left. And bring that one down. Give a little bend for a little release, a little shake out. Let's do each side again. Reset yourself. And you lift that right leg. One side might look better or be easier than the other, and that's okay. Make a mental note. What's tighter on the side that you have more difficult with? What feels more difficult? And as you go through your practice, work on those things, those movements, those muscles. What poses, work them and stretch them and activate them. All adds up. bring that foot down. Right. Reset. And here we go. Whew. Get our left one. And bring it down. And let's hinge also nicely right back up. We'll set those aside. This next sequence, some of us, it might be handy to have our knee cushion or strap handy. So have that at the ready in the event that you might need it. We'll start at the top of our mat. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hinge down. Inhaling flat back. On the exhale, step back to plank. We'll do an inhale here. Exhale, down to chaturanga. Inhale, your up dog. And exhale to down dog. Inhale that right foot up. And on the exhale, step it through over towards the right hand. You can bring that left knee down. Use the knee cushion if you need it. We'll come up into a low lunge. And if you like, this is where a strap might be handy. Definitely want a knee cushion for this myself. Left hand grabs hold of the left foot and reach that right arm forward. And we'll release. Left hand comes down on the left shoulder. We'll lift the left knee. Inhale that right arm up into our revolved lunge here. Think turning those left lower ribs up to the ceiling. And bring that left knee down from here. Right hand grabs hold of that left foot as we deepen our twist a little bit more, if it's comfortable. Release that left foot. I know that I need blocks for the next one. If you need them, they go on the instep of our right. Our forearms come down. Lift that back left knee into our lizard. We still want to maintain that spinal alignment. We don't want to be really rounded. Maybe you can touch the floor here, but what happens to your spine if you do that? Maintain alignment and length. All right, then we're going to set those aside. Left hand comes down. I'll bring the left knee down. Scoot that right foot out to the side. Let's take a little variation on side plank here. And then we're going to sit the hips down and bring our right hand to the outside of that right knee. Left hand behind us. We're up tall, just kind of sitting, maybe getting a little stretch through my back right side. And then we're going to take it right back to our down dog. We're going to come into the other side. Inhale that left foot up. Exhale, step it through. Conveniently, the knee cushion is there at the ready for our low lunge. Maybe your strap is too if you need it. Grab hold of the foot if it feels comfortable and appropriate for you at this time. And release the foot. Right hand under the right shoulder. Lift that right knee. And we take our revolve lunge. Opening to our left. The right lower ribs. Man, I'm really tripping over my words. Right lower ribs. Rotating up towards the ceiling on our left side. If it is easier or more comfortable to have the knee down here, you can, of course, do that. Shouldn't forget to say that. Then we'll all bring the knee down. Left hand grabs hold of that right foot or using your strap if you need to. Revolved low lunge here. Release that foot. Blocks at the ready if you need them. As we take our lizard lunge pose. And we bring that knee down. Scoot those out of the way. Scoot the left foot out to the side in preparation for our side plank variation. Right hand under the shoulder. And lift. And we'll gently bring that right hip down. Just kind of away. Right hand behind us, left hand inside of that left knee, up tall, and our reclining Buddha pose, I should say. Then let's take it right back to our down dog. Inhale that right foot up again. Exhale, step it through. Left knee goes down. Coming up. Grab hold, left hand, left foot. Right arm forward. Release. Left hand goes under the left shoulder. Bring that left knee up. Right arm up. Left knee down. Right hand grabs hold of that left foot. Right hand, left foot. Now we got our low lunge revolved. Release that foot. Prepare for our lizard lunge. And then as you're ready, if it's comfortable, lift that back left knee. Engage those quadriceps. Straighten it right out. Bring the left knee down. Scoop that right foot out to the side. Left hand under the left shoulder. And then come up into our side plank variation. Lower the hip down. Let that foot come in a little bit. Left hand behind us. Right hand, right knee. Up tall. Gentle little twist. Maybe stretched through the back of the shoulders. I did that a little bit. And let's take it back to our down dog. As we do our left side one more time. Inhale that foot up. Step it over to the left hand on the exhale. Let that right knee come down. Hinge up. Grab hold, right foot, right hand, left hand lengthening up and forward. And we'll bring it down, right hand under the right shoulder. Lift that right knee. Inhale that left hand up. Right knee down, left hand grabs hold of that right foot or strap, whatever it is that we need to do. Release that foot. Blocks at the ready for lizard pose if you need them. And lift that right knee. Knee comes down. Let's walk that left foot out to the side. Right hand under the shoulder. Pivot and lift. Bring that hip down. Scoot that foot in. Left hand inside of that left knee, up tall, gentle little twist. And by up tall, our spine is up tall, but we are hinged or reclined back ever so slightly, supported by our right hand in this case on this side. And let's move right back to our down dog. Slide that out of the way. And those guys. Let's do a couple inhales. Bring torso and thighs together. Exhale. Straighten. One more time. We'll bring that right foot up on an inhale. And on the exhale, right knee to the right wrist. Ideally, we can get our shin parallel to the top edge of our mat. That might not be possible for all of us. Walk the left foot back. We want our hips to be level. If you have a lot of height on your right side, place a block or a blanket under there so you don't collapse onto it. Or if it just makes it more comfortable. Some good length here. Root that pelvis down towards the floor. And then as you're ready, willing, and able, you can walk it forward. Walk it back up. Step it on back to our down dog. And then we'll inhale the left foot up. And on the exhale, left knee, left wrist, scooting the right foot back. Level out the hips, level out the pelvis. Use that support under the left side if you need it. And then we can take it forward. Walk it back up. Step it on back. And then let's come to seated. Face this way. Extend those legs out in front of you. It's helpful to sit on a blanket for this one, which could be very much so. You could certainly do so. We want our quads active, and we actually kind of rotate those legs in towards each other while we're here. Feet together, up tall. Let's place our hands outside our hips. Inhale, lengthening up, lifting through the chest. Keep those lower leg muscles, our thigh muscles, our quadriceps, everything engaged. We're going to inhale, lengthen. And on the exhale, maintain that length as you bring your arms back to the sides. And one more time. So here on the exhale, we're going to hinge from the hips. You feel your abdominals engaged to do so. Not here. Now we've lost the integrity and purpose of the pose. Up tall, keep that length, and hinge. Some of us might not get very far, like myself, and that's okay. Maybe some days you can get further, and today it's just not happening. That's okay too. Sometimes it's just how it is. All right, let's release. Roll it on back. Bring your arms out in a T, hips and knees at 90. Resist the urge to tilt the pelvis back or to arch the spine as we come into this next one. We want our low back, we want our torso, we want our spine to remain neutral. All our core muscles, our inner core, I like to call it, contract in to protect the spine and keep it where it is. That's their job. Big part of the job. So we're here, just inhale, tap one foot down, exhale, use those muscles to pull it back up. Inhale the other one, exhale, back up with the breath. You might find it too difficult to go to the floor. Maybe you can't maintain spinal alignment, so you just go as far as you can, maintaining that alignment. That's all you have to do. That's where the change will begin. No, I didn't forget about you guys. We are still moving with the breath. Couple more to go. One more time on each side. And release it all down. Take the right foot, flex that ankle, place it on the left thigh, kind of like if you're going to do our glute stretch here. Keep that right ankle flexed. And we're going to inhale, rotate down to the left side, exhale, back up to center with the breath. One more time on this side. And let's switch. And moving with the breath on this one. One more time. And release. Extend those legs out straight. Heels together. Bring the arms overhead. Clasp the hands together. Interlace the fingers. Nice big deep inhale. Gathering up all your tension. Flex all your muscles. Make a face. Hold it. Hold everything. Exhale. Release. Let it all go. Bring your arms to your sides. Turn the shoulder blades under. Chin slightly tucked to lengthen the back of the neck. And take Shavasana. If you'd like, you can roll it over onto the right or left side to the fetal pose. Then bring it back up to seated Sukhasana, our easy seated pose. Inhale, lengthen the spine one more time. And exhale, hands to the heart center. Namaste. Thank you for joining in today. You may now go and hopefully feel enlivened, enlightened, inspired, creative, whatever it is. Hopefully you are now ready for the rest of your day, the week, the evening, whatever, however, whatever. Great job today, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Namaste.